Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. A multinational corporation, or MNC, is an international corporation whose business activities are spread among at least 2 countries. Organizational cultures of MNCs are shaped by a number of factors, including the cultural preferences of the leaders and employees. Given that many recent international expansions are a result of mergers or acquisition, the integration of these organizational cultures is a critical concern in international management. Generally, there are 3 aspects of organizational functioning that seem to be critical in determining MNC organizational culture. First, the general relationship between the employees and their organization. Second, the hierarchical system of authority that defines the roles of managers and subordinates. Third, the general views that employees hold about the MNC's purpose, destiny, goals, and their place in them. To better analyze and understand the organizational cultures of MNCs, Fons Trompeners, a Dutch organizational theorist, suggested the use of 2 continua. One distinguishes between equity and hierarchy, the other examines orientation to the person and the task. Along these continua, Trompeners identifies 4 different types of organizational cultures: family, Eiffel Tower, guided missile, and incubator. So let's discuss each of these cultural types individually. First, family culture. Family culture is characterized by a strong emphasis on hierarchy and orientation to the person. The result is a family-type environment that is power-oriented and headed by a leader who is regarded as a caring parent and one who knows what is best for the personnel. In this culture, personnel not only respect the individuals who are in charge, but look to them for both guidance and approval as well. In turn, management assumes a paternal relationship with personnel, looks after employees, and tries to ensure that they are treated well and have continued employment. Family culture also is characterized by traditions, customs, and associations that bind together the personnel and make it difficult for outsiders to become members. Family culture has both advantages and limitations. When it works well, family culture can catalyze and multiply the energies of the personnel and appeal to their deepest feelings and aspirations. However, when it works poorly, members of the organization could end up supporting a leader who is ineffective and drains their energies and loyalties. Trompeners found that this organizational culture is common in countries such as Turkey, Pakistan, Venezuela, China, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Second, Eiffel Tower culture. Eiffel Tower culture is characterized by strong emphasis on hierarchy and orientation to the task. Under this organizational culture, jobs are well defined, employees know what they are supposed to do, and everything is coordinated from the top. As a result, this culture, like the Eiffel Tower itself, is steep, narrow at the top, and broad at the base. Unlike family culture, where the leader is revered and considered to be the source of all power, the person holding the top position in the Eiffel Tower culture could be replaced at any time, and this would have no effect on the work that organization members are doing or on the organization's reasons for existence. In this culture, relationships are specific, and status remains with the job. It operates very much like a formal hierarchy, impersonal and efficient. Eiffel Tower culture also has both advantages and limitations. From the positive side, it creates a structure where equality is a point of emphasis. Managers seldom create off-the-job relationships with their people because they believe this could affect their rational judgment. However, the Eiffel Tower culture often is ill-equipped to handle changes swiftly. Numerous rules and regulations must be followed before making any changes. This may include additional forms to fill out, new filing regulations, or new evaluations that must be conducted. It could be a process that fosters safe productivity, but sometimes limits the true productive potential of individuals and departments. Eiffel Tower culture most commonly is found in northwestern European countries. Examples include Denmark, Germany, and the Netherlands. Third, guided missile culture. Guided missile culture is characterized by strong emphasis on equality in the workplace and orientation to the task. This organizational culture is oriented to work, which typically is undertaken by teams or project groups. Unlike the Eiffel Tower culture, where job assignments are fixed and limited, personnel in the guided missile culture do whatever it takes to get the job done. This culture gets its name from high-tech organizations such as the NASA, which pioneered the use of project groups working on space probes that resembled guided missiles. In a guided missile project, formal hierarchical considerations are given low priority, and individual expertise is of greatest importance. Additionally, all team members are relatively equal because their relative contributions to the project are not yet known. All teams treat each other with respect because they may need the other for assistance. Unlike family and Eiffel Tower cultures, change in guided missile culture comes quickly. Goals are accomplished, and teams are reconfigured and assigned new objectives. People move from group to group, and loyalties to one's profession and project often are greater than loyalties to the organization itself. Trompiners suggested that this egalitarian and task-driven organizational culture fits well with the national cultures of the United States and United Kingdom. Fourth, incubator culture. Incubator culture is characterized by strong emphasis on equality and personal orientation. This culture is based on the premise that the role of organizations is to serve as incubators for the self-expression and self-fulfillment of their members. As a result, this culture often has little formal structure. Participants in an incubator culture are there primarily to perform roles such as confirming, criticizing, developing, finding resources for, or helping complete the development of an innovative product or service. These cultures often are found among startup firms. These incubator-type organizations typically are entrepreneurial and often founded and made up by a creative team who left larger Eiffel Tower-type employers. They want to be part of an organization where their creative talents will not be stifled. Incubator cultures often create environments where participants thrive on an intense emotional commitment to the nature of the work. Often, personnel in such cultures are overworked, and the enterprise typically is underfunded. As breakthroughs occur and the company gains stability, it starts moving down the road toward commercialization and profit. In turn, this engenders the need to hire more people and develop formalized procedures for ensuring the smooth flow of operations. In this process of growth and maturity, the unique characteristics of the incubator culture begin to wane and disappear, and the culture is replaced by one of the other types. Okay, let's do a quick summary. There are 4 types of organizational cultures identified by Fons Trompiners: family culture, Eiffel Tower culture, guided missile culture, and incubator culture. Family culture is characterized by a strong emphasis on hierarchy and orientation to the person. The result is a family-type environment that is power-oriented and headed by a leader who is regarded as a caring parent and one who knows what is best for the personnel. Eiffel Tower culture is characterized by a strong emphasis on hierarchy and orientation to the task. Under this organizational culture, jobs are well-defined, employees know what they are supposed to do, and everything is coordinated from the top. Guided missile culture is characterized by a strong emphasis on equality and in the workplace and orientation to the task. This organizational culture is oriented to work, which typically is undertaken by team or project groups. Incubator culture is the 4th major type of organizational culture that Trompiners identified, and it is characterized by strong emphasis on equality and personal orientation. This culture is based heavily on the existential idea that organizations per se are secondary to the fulfillment of the individuals within them. In the end, please keep in mind that the 4 organizational cultures described by Trompiners are pure types and seldom exist in practice. However, his model can be useful in helping examine the basis of how individuals relate to each other, think, learn, change, are motivated, and resolve conflict. So, what do you think about different types of organizational cultures in MNCs? Please leave your thoughts in a comment below. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.